Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And you know what? We talk about it.
Yeah, we do. Johnny,
Yes.
what if I told you that we have another 5-star iTunes review?
That's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild.
We're getting like one a week. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so kind of people.
It's very nice. And
Assuming they're good reviews.
yeah. I mean, so far, it's very kind of people. And this one's no exception. This is by the Bench in the North.
The what?
The Bench in the North.
I don't know what that means.
I think bench is like a funny way to say bitch, but like in like a cute way.
That's
It's like a way to get around the negative connotation.
Sure,
you
that's
know?
fun. That's fun.
The Bench in the North. And the title is Like a TED Talk for Smart People. Which I don't know who that's razzing on. It could be all of us.
I think it's all of us, but also I've got a real bone to pick with TED Talks.
Is that, yeah?
TED Talks are like human. Like
I don't watch them
human.
anymore.
They're human clickbait.
Wow, that's a great way to put that.
Thanks.
I've been
Anyway,
binging-
if you want to come to my TED Talk,
yeah, your TEDx. Don't act like you're doing a TED Talk. And the Bench in the North says, I've been binging this podcast for the last
Benching.
I've been binging this podcast for the last 3 days, and I've learned a lot. Mostly about what Florida was like in the 90s. I love it so much. I've been workshopping a drinking game. Feedback welcome. And I'm really gonna put it to our fans here. We're gonna make this a real game. Okay.
Can we?
There are rules right here.
Whatever it is, can we play
As we
record?
That's interesting. That might be it's a good idea, and I like where your head's at.
Maybe for 300.
The answer is yes, we will.
For 300, we'll film it.
Okay. Feedback welcome. Drink every time the boys mention Florida. Drink every time Harry Potter is referenced. Drink when Johnny tells us the article. Drink twice if it takes more than 7 minutes to get there. Drink if the tangent somehow loops back around to the article.
That's good.
And finally, if we've got another 5-star review, chug.
So you start the episode dead.
Yeah. So yeah, if you all want to like, add on to or like workshop these drinking game rules,
That's really good.
you can tweet us at Dilettante Ball, Dilettante Ball, hashtag Dilettante Ball. I'm bad at the hashtags.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
I think we'll find it that way though.
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way for it to get to us.
Yeah.
Man, that's a treat.
Yeah.
That's so kind
That is very kind.
and very fun, and I want to do that.
Did I tell you we're doing a drinking game to Bar Rescue right now?
No.
Me and Pod Daddy Rich and Pod Brother. That's not true. Like, another guy named Radon.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's basically it's like drink every time like he tells somebody you're gonna get sick, or every time you have to, like, it was one of them is for every $100,000 that the restaurant or the bar is in debt, you take a drink.
Oh, that's very good.
And the very first episode that we like workshopped this on, the guy was like, I'm $1 million in debt. We were like, fuck.
Oh, that's
so it was like
so
we
good.
immediately had to drink like a full beer before the show even started.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's very fun.
Yeah.
We should make one for Great British Bake Off, but where you eat a cupcake.
Oh my God. No.
Two
No.
cupcakes?
That's more what my speed. Yes. Thank you. You want to get started, or you just want to do this drinking game
let's
thing?
do it. Let's do it. I'm just trying to get to that sweet 7 minutes, baby.
Yeah.
Imagine people like commuting to work and like
Just covertly taking
like they have like a
brown paper bag
yeah.
of
Stiegel Radlers.
Stiegel Rattlers. I was gonna say Colt 45, but
Okay, here we go. This is fun.
all right.
Integer sorting.
That sounds terrible.
In computer science, integer sorting is the algorithmic problem of sorting a collection of data values by numeric keys, each of which is an integer. Algorithms designed for integer sorting may also be applied to sorting problems in which the keys are floating point numbers, rational numbers, or text strings. The ability to perform integer arithmetic on the keys allows integer sorting algorithms to be faster than comparison sorting algorithms in many cases, depending on the details of which operations are allowed in the model of computing and how large the integers to be sorted are.
Naturally.
Integer sorting algorithms, including pigeonhole sort, counting sort, and radix sort, are widely used and practical. Duh. Other integer sorting algorithms with smaller worst-case time bounds are not believed to be practical for computer architectures with 64 or fewer bits per word. Many such algorithms are known, with performance depending on the combination of number of items to be sorted, number of bits per key, and number of bits per word of the computer performing the sorting algorithm.
True.
Turns out, we're both idiots.
I was trying so desperately to use any context clues to understand what's happening.
I know what an integer is.
That's the thing. As I started out, I was like, okay, I know what an integer is.
I know what sorting is.
It's just a number. It's just a whole regular ass number.
Mm-hmm. Or a negative regular ass number. A whole negative number,
Is
I
that
believe,
true?
is an integer, yes.
Ah, shit. Okay. So I was like, well, I bet the more he reads, the more I'll be able to glean. And the opposite happened. Because I don't know what pigeonhole sorting is, other than I'm sure it's like, you shouldn't do it.
It sounds bad.
Yeah.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
I didn't understand any of that. And what other ways are there to sort than into like?
But you could
like
also
from smallest to biggest, or from biggest to smallest. There's no other way.
But you could also sorting problems in which the keys are floating point numbers. I don't know what that is. I know what rational numbers are, or text strings.
Could you imagine if the article was like alphabet sorting? Okay, I got this. And it was like, if it said anything other than alphabetical, that's what just happened. Can you imagine a system where alphabetical is not your preferred way of sorting a thing?
Yeah, a library.
A Dewey Decimal System.
Although I guess within the Dewey Decimal there is alphabetical as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've
Been to a library?
been to the library. But
Speaking
that's not go.
Please, yes. Let me get us out of this. There was a couple books in the elementary school library that I would check out on rotation.
Okay.
One was, and I believe the author was something Cohen.
Okay.
Daniel Cohen.
Okay.
Dan Cohen. America's Very Own Monsters and America's Very Own Ghosts. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but the other one,
it bears repeating.
The other one was I forget what it was called, but it was like crazy unsolved mysteries, and it was like, what are the Nazca lines are weird, and
cool.
Sometimes it rains fish, like that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. How old were you when you were doing this?
All of elementary school. I would just repeatedly check out the same books.
How did you? That's so interesting. Like, did those books influence
Whisper
your
to me from the shelves?
Yeah, like did they? Yeah, call your name and then you became that guy, or were you already this weird creep guy?
I don't know. That's a really good question. I mean, why would I check that out otherwise?
Right.
But also as a kid,
I don't know. Did you find a dead body when you were like 5?
Not a.
And the dead body had that book on it.
I didn't find a dead body.
I was a dead body.
But also, like, I would watch a ton of unsolved mysteries, and there was a show and there was a show on Sci-Fi called Sightings, which was essentially unsolved mysteries, but only cryptids and like UFOs.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That had to have imprinted on you or something, right?
Maybe when I was abducted by the Anunnaki, they instilled a deep love and wonder for
all things cryptid.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
I don't know. I guess I've always been a creep.
Yeah.
And even now, like,
Huge
whenever like Ancient Aliens or something pops up on Netflix,
right.
I'll watch it, and Jessica will be like, what the fuck is wrong with our algorithm now? It's suggesting like live mummies and stuff to me.
Live mummies or mummies alive?
Live mummies.
Because Mummies Alive was a real show.
Was it really?
It was a cartoon show. It was that same sort of like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Creepy crawlers.
Well, it's like, hey, these are things that shouldn't be fighting crime, and
sure.
Here they are.
Well, Creepy Crawlers was a cartoon.
I didn't know that.
Whoa. It was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it's like a kid bakes creepy crawlers, but then they turn into men, like creepy crawler type men.
So it'd be like the centipede or...
Yeah, the centipede. And they lived in his closet.
Did they wear pants?
No, they were like
just giant.
It was just like just like a giant bug man.
Okay.
And there was one who had
they
like
speak English.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was one that had like hoops on his body that he could throw. They all had like weird powers, and I believe they all slept upside down in his closet. And then there was like a spooky man, I believe, with like a cape and a top hat. I think he might have been a magician who
Stands to reason.
wanted to catch the creepy crawlers.
Maybe he's just a catch guy.
And I think the theme song, this kid just like basically lays it all out on the line. He's like, my name's Toby, and I was a regular kid until I accidentally baked creepy crawlers into 4 bug men. Now an evil magician Gorko is after me and my bug men. Will I ever be able to have a normal life again?
Creepy crawlers. Shit, man, I would watch. Like, do shows still do that? Because that feels like such a good like trope.
I just I don't know why, but I just
Some
watched...
shows should have that.
Yes.
Like real quick. Hey, Biker Mice from Mars, what's your deal? How'd you get here?
I don't think Biker Mice from Mars needs anybody filling anyone in. Bikers, okay, mice, okay, from Mars, we've got it.
We got the who, the what, the where.
Samurai Pizza Cats, we got it.
Right.
Street Sharks, maybe.
Hey, you got a good point.
No, like shows now, like we're not just any family, we're a modern family.
Wasn't there a show?
You better believe we're all friends.
Hey, dude.
That was the theme song
for Salute Your Shorts. There was a show called 100 Deeds for Eddie McDowell.
Yeah, 100 Deeds for Eddie McDowd.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that must have had one, right? Like,
yes.
Like, hey,
I used to be a dickhead, and then I got turned into a dog.
Right.
Now I've got to do 100 nice things, and then I'll be a boy again.
When you think about it, 100 nice things is not that many things.
And you know what?
He was a boy? I thought he was like a criminal, like...
I thought he was a
thief.
boy. Maybe not. Oh, that's more
like,
fun.
Or maybe like a petty robber.
Maybe you're thinking of the movie Fluke.
What's that about?
A person who turns into a dog. Maybe you're thinking of the Shaggy Dog.
I might be with the Tim Allen guy.
Yes, the Tim Allen guy.
The Tim Allen.
Was Herbie the Love Bug used to be a person?
Ooh, what kind of devil magic turned him into that? I want the Herbie prequel where we find out some kind of crazy H.P. Lovecraft, like what's that story?
Is Herbie
the Revisionist?
Is Herbie the Love Bug
the
married?
Reanimator? Shit, the Revisionist.
Is Herbie the Love Bug married to my mother the car?
Is that even a real thing?
Yes, that's a show.
Did Herbie ever find love?
He was fully loaded. We do know that.
God damn, he was. Shit, you're right. Did he? Was every person that drove him a woman? Or was it just
every person that drove him wild? Did people drive him, or did he drive himself?
A little of both.
Okay.
Depending on how far in the movie we are.
I've honestly never seen any Herbies, fully loaded or otherwise, or partially loaded.
There's a handful. Yeah.
Well, there were the original ones. Mm-hmm. Disney did that for a minute. They
was
would
that
like.
Disney?
They would like. Hey, remember that movie we made in the 60s? Let's put Lindsay Lohan in it.
Yeah. Do we ever get That Darn Cat remake?
Yeah, with Christina Ricci.
Ooh, okay.
It was good.
The 90s Lindsay Lohan.
Yes, I'll allow it. The spooky 90s Lindsay Lohan. And maybe that's only because of the Addams Family that I associate her with being spooky. Too. That's true.
She's spooky.
Yeah. Creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky. And quite honestly, she's altogether ooky.
She could have been in the Creepy Crawlers commercial or the TV show. Can you imagine that get? Christina Ricci, the voice of one of the Spider-Men. Probably couldn't be Spider-Man.
You can't. No.
Let's avoid that one, I guess.
Well, I wish I could remember any of their names, but I mean, they were straight up. It was like
Bertram.
It was like we are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but bugs.
Were they? God, I need to know so many things.
The boy, I believe, was like their April O'Neil. I don't think that they had a Splinter type.
Did the Magician Man? Did he work for the government? Maybe, and he was just like
he was
loose cannon.
He was the government's on-call magician. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, does he even need clearance? You know, because he could just magic himself into wherever he needs.
That's true.
You know, What? That reminds me of Alex Mack.
I was actually going to say earlier, I just rewatched the intro to that.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, my name is Alex Mack, and my life changed for crazy stuff when I got hit by a truck and goop dumped on me. Now I can turn into a puddle and zap stuff. And now the chemical boys are after me. My life's pretty crazy, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And also, I didn't tell anyone except for my best friend, Alan, and my sister, Phoebe. I'm pretty close on those.
Who's after the chemical boys? The pool
people
cleaner
who
guys
work,
that make sure your pH is the right balance?
Yeah, the people who work for the
Chemical Brothers. The Goop Patrol.
Goop Patrol, yeah.
Yeah.
That spilled on her.
So she got bit by radioactive water, and now she has the powers of water?
Yeah. And the theme song's very like boom, 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 bing, bong, 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 bong. It's very like fun. It's whimsy.
Okay. Like a carnival theme almost.
Yeah. She could also float stuff.
With her mind?
Yeah. And she could turn into a Capri Sun.
Which is the ultimate power. Wasn't her like sidekick? Couldn't he turn into like slices of orange?
Is this a joke?
And then their moms would bring them to soccer games.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, is it a joke? Is a good question.
No, is the answer. Back then, when we were youths, Goop was like very in.
We love Goop. We love Gak. We love Floam. We love Squand.
Squand was very cool.
Yeah.
There was a thing that I had that was like, you mix like gelatin essentially with water, and then
you make Jell-O?
It's like a fish tank, and then you make a scene. You like put little piranhas and bones in it, and then it like hardens, and then it's just like
it's like a permanent aquarium.
Yeah.
What a shitty, like that's such a thing. Like I would have that too as a kid.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a blast to put together, but then it's like, okay, so now what? I throw this 15-pound, like block of.
What was that? Why was Goop so big, and why did it fall out of style? Every Pog I had Goop on it, you know?
Yeah, we loved Goop.
Goop and slime.
There was a Jabba the Hutt creature that had Goop that came with him. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah.
Which creature?
So it was Jabba the Hutt, but then there'd be like a tube of Goop that you could put insert into like his tummy, basically. And then like when you would like press down, it would like goop out of his mouth. And there'd be like little bugs and shit in it, like little frogs.
Okay. Did Jabba ever goop in the movies?
No, not really.
Okay.
He like drooled a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. The two big goops were green Goop was big, like poison and chemical-y stuff, and then silver Capri Sun Alex Mack Goop.
Yeah, you're right. Were there any other kinds of Goop?
Slimer was a Goop, but he was green.
Oh man, he was a Goop. They had a whole mascot that was just a Goop.
Yeah,
like we loved it that much. Couldn't even bother to like. It was
his name is Slimer. Like, yeah, I am Goop.
I am Goop. Stupid. Were there any other Goop guys? I mean, I'm thinking of Pizza the Hut, but that's not a thing.
No, that's not a thing. There gotta be other Goop guys.
There had to have been Goops in the Captain. What's his name? Captain America? Not Captain America. The Planeteer Man.
Oh,
Captain Amazing. Captain
Planet. Captain something, the Planet Boy.
You know what I mean? Like the fact that there wasn't like a Goop president or something, you know.
No, there was
like an evil Goop president.
There was a piggish man who might have been a little goopy.
Okay.
I'll tell you what though.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite villain from Captain Planet?
I can only remember one. It was the beautiful woman with the hair.
Dr. Blight.
But when she pulled her hair back, do you ever see that? Her face was all fucked up. That's why her hair was covering that side of her face.
Hey man, I still thought she was beautiful.
Hey, we're all Goop on the inside, baby.
Smell you later. All right, I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready.
You sure?
I'm finishing up a Great Bear Bake Off.
Is that true?
No.
Oh.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.